Good afternoon to all. In last videos we discussed about the Newton's first law and the second law of motions. In this video we will discuss Newton's third law of motions. Newton's first law tells us that to bring a change in the state of rest or in the state of motion of an object, a force is needed. Newton's second law tells us about the magnitude of acceleration produced by the force when applied on objects. These two law does not explain how the force act on the object. So this question is answered by the third law. Third law is that to every action there is always an equal and opposite direction. So its common examples are: consider a book lying on a table. The weight of the book acts vertically downward, but the book does not move downward. It implies that the resultant force on the book is zero, which is possible only if the table exerts an equal upward motions. While moving on the ground, we exert a force by our feet to push the ground backward. The ground exerts a force of the same magnitude on the upper feet forward, which make us to move forwards. So there are so many examples are there in our daily life also. Pushing a ball, when you exert a force on the ball by pushing the palm of your hand against it, you experience a force exerted by the ball on your palm. Motion of a boat in water, firing a bullet from a gun, rocket motion is there, motion of a man on the ground. So these examples are there which you can thoroughly study on with the help of the book. So if there is any problem in this law, you can ask me the questions and also solve the exercise 3D. Now there is the topic of the gravitation. It is a universal law of gravitation that the force of attraction acting between two bodies is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So you can, according to this law, that F is directly proportional to the product of their masses of the two objects and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. From these two equations, force is proportional to M1 M2 over R square, or F is equal to G M1 M2 over R square, where this capital G is the gravitational constant whose value is 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Importance of gravitation law. Importance of gravitation law. Newton used this law to explain the motion of planet around the sun, motion of the moon around the earth. So, force due to gravity. According to the law of gravitation, the earth attracts each object around it towards its center. The force with which the earth attracts a body is called the force due to gravity on the body, which can be taken to act vertically downward at the center of gravity of the bodies. So F is equal to G capital M small m over F. Capital M is the mass of the earth and small m is the mass of the objects. So acceleration due to gravity is the rate of change at which the velocity of freely falling body increase. It is called acceleration due to gravity. In other words, it is the acceleration produced freely falling body due to the gravitational force of attraction of the earth. Now the important topic is the relationship between capital G and small g. According to the gravitational law, F is equal to G m over r square, where capital M is the mass of the earth and small m is the mass of the object. But according to Newton's second law, F is equal to m into a, where mass of the object and a is the acceleration. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Both are the value of the force. So from equation 1 and 2, G m over r square is equal to ma. Will cancel. In place of a, you will took the g, because a is the acceleration and g is the acceleration of gravity. So in place of a, write the g. So mean g is equal to gm over r square. This is the relationship between small g and capital G. In next video we will discuss about the free fall, mass and weight, or another some topics. So with that topic our syllabus will for the free fall is the equation of motion is just as v is equal to gt, h is equal to half gt square, v square is equal to 2gh. But the initial velocity of fall of the body is v is equal to u plus gt, h is equal to ut plus half gt square, v square is equal to u square plus 2gh. This is the equation for a free fall. But in last we learned that u plus 80, ut plus half 80 square. So in place of a, we will use the g. Now the important topic is mass and the weight is more. So you learn the difference between the mass and weight. It's first of all the dimension of the mass, definition of the mass. The mass of body is the quantity of the object it contain. It is a scalar quantity. Its SI unit are the kilogram. On the same way, the weight of body is the force with while the earth attract it. So its units are Newton, and it is a vector quantity. So our first term syllabus is finished. Physics syllabus is finished. If there is problem in the whole syllabus, including the numerical, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number 981403319, and it is compulsory that you have to make your files also. Thank you.